What's up, guys? We're getting ready to start a minimalist run of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. This game was the very first Zelda that I ever owned and beat, so I really look forward to doing this challenge. We'll go ahead and check out the little intro story and cutscenes and whatnot, and then we will get this run started. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Is that how you pronounce those words? Omnipotent and omniscient? Doesn't matter, I guess. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land, so the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mist of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Well, alright, that is it for all the little intro story. Let's go ahead and name the guy, and we'll go ahead and get things started. There we go. Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Red, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Whatever you say, Unc. Alright, time to get what's in the chest. And we got a lamp. You got the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in darkness. For those of you who don't know, a minimalist run means I'm only picking up the items that are required to beat the game. And obviously the lamp is one of those items. We'll have to use it to light up torches to open up certain areas and stuff like that. But the first place that we're heading is a little bush over this way that's covering up a hole, which is where we will also be getting our first shield and our first sword. Red, I told you I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield, and listen, you can focus power in the blade, then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Red, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... whatever. I'll be getting rid of the level 1 shield later on whenever I can get rid of it, but for now, we got to keep it. The furthest that we can upgrade the sword to is level 2. That's because, again, that's required in order to beat the game, obviously. But we are now at the first dungeon of sorts, like the intro dungeon, may as well be called, which obviously is Hyrule Castle. It's pretty straightforward. There really isn't much puzzle solving for it. There are a lot of these green guards everywhere. The green guards take 2 hits normally, and 1 hit if you use the spin attack. You'll find some blue colored guards, which they'll take 3 hits normally and 2 spin attacks. or one spin attack and one normal hit. And that treasure chest back there is the map, which we don't need. So we'll just keep on moving. Getting the maps and compass and all that doesn't go against Minimalist if I wanted to get those for dungeons. So, yeah. I won't be getting any of them, though, because I really don't need them. Just keep on moving. The treasure of this dungeon is the boomerang, which is not required in order to beat the game, so we'll be skipping the boomerang. We still have to go into that room, though, in order to get a key, which we'll go ahead and get. There we go. Got the key. The boss of sorts of this dungeon is a little ball and chain guard. It's pretty easy. You can use pots that are in that room to kill him in 2 hits. Then after that, you don't really fight any more strong enemies of sorts. We will have a little bit of backtracking to do, though, because we have to go back up to the first floor of the castle. Just use one more pot. All 3 of these pots have hearts in them if you need health. And we got the big key. It's master key of the dungeon, yada yada. Thank you, Red. I had a feeling you were getting close. Red, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. Alright, yep, as Zelda just said, we're now headed back up to the first floor. It won't take very long at all because some of the soldiers won't respawn and we can take a shortcut to get back to the room that has the map, so yeah. Won't take but just a second. Just head down in this room and ignore the guards. They won't really do anything to you. Or if they try to, obviously kill them. This is a little shortcut that I was talking about. You can just walk along the side up here and avoid everything. And up we go. Again, we don't need the map, so just ignore it. And head over, well, you can take either path, left or right, but I always take the right path going back. I always take the left path on my way to the basement. Or the cellar, or whatever you want to call it. Dungeon of the castle. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Not if he knows that you called him an old man, Zelda. Watch your tongue. Anyway, we're about ready to enter the sewers of the castle. That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. But I wanted to push it from the right. You always get your way, Zelda. Anyway. There isn't really anything of importance on this floor, so just head over here to the the stairs. If you have magic power in your meter, you can use the lamp to light up torches and stuff. But we don't have any magic power right now, but we don't really need it. Over to the right is a key that we need here in this chest. The snakes usually drop hearts, so if you need health, you might try to kill some of those. After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to the sanctuary. Let's be careful. No, let's be reckless, Zelda. Anyway, though. Kill the keys up here. The rat over here on the left in this room has a key, so get ready for that. There we go. Now the lights will be back on. These rats are really good for cash most of the time. We are just about out of the sewers. Just one more room to go. The sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there. You have to pull the lever to open the door. If you pull the other one, it sets off a trap, so be sure to pull the right one there. Princess Zelda, you're safe. Is this your doing, Red? Yes, it was Red who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, "Once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open." Red, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the seven wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it, you can. I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is a legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is the descendant of one of the seven wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I'll mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Don't worry, seek the elder. You understand? Yes. There's a heart container in that treasure chest up there, but since we can skip it, we are skipping it. As a minimalist, of course. Alright, normally the next objective would be to go to the Kakariko village, but we don't get anything there that we need just yet, so instead of going all the way to the village for an item that we'll have to go back and get later anyway, we're just going to go ahead and go to the first temple, the Eastern Palace, where we will get our first pendant, the Pendant of Courage. We don't even have to see the village elder before going to the first real dungeon. Just keep on moving. Eventually you'll have to have some money to buy a few items. I think the total amount of money that you actually have to have in order to beat the game is 610 rubies. Because later you have to pay a monkey 110 rubies in order to open up the first dungeon in the Dark World. And then you'll have to have 500 rubies to buy flippers later, so yeah. We'll get most of our rubies out of treasure chests though. Just keep on moving. We're just about to the first dungeon over here. Just right up this little set of stairs. Alright, here we are, the Eastern Palace. Hit the switch there. Like I said, I'm not going to be going after the compass or the map or anything like that. Dodge the little cannonballs or whatever they are in this area. Just keep an eye out for them. Over here and up the stairs and to the right is 100 rubies in a chest, which we'll go ahead and get for the monkey later on. So as of right now we have enough to pay off the monkey. We just need another 500 or so to pay for flippers. Whatever the case though, just keep on moving. In this area we will be taking a left. If you want the map, go right, but we don't need the map, so we're going to go ahead and go left. And the door in here is to the lower right. Alright, after you pick up this pot here, Stalfoses will appear, so get ready to kill some. Pots is a really good way to take out Stalfoses because they won't jump back from them. In this treasure chest is the compass, which, as I've said, we aren't going to get. The treasure of this dungeon is the bow and arrow, so yeah. It's a pretty nice weapon to have, but you shoot arrows pretty slowly, so unless you know what's coming ahead, it's probably not too wise to stick to using that as a main weapon. The arrows can be pretty strong, though. Go to the room on the right here to get a key. It's in the very upper right pot. This one right here. Alright, now let's head to the left. Kill the enemies along the way. Cross this bridge and into the next room. We'll be in the room that has the big key. Which you need the big key in order to get the dungeon treasure and in order to enter certain doors. Namely the door that lets us fight the boss, of course. In this room you have to defeat all of the enemies to get those spinning skulls off that pot. That pot has a switch underneath it. There we go. Now we got the big key. Let's go ahead and unlock this door up here and keep on moving. Push the block on the right. Time to get the dungeon treasure. As soon as you get the treasure, some Stalfoses will fall down, but just ignore them. You found the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out. In the Game Boy Advance version of this game, whenever you open up that treasure chest, they give you 10 arrows with it, but not in this game. The bow and arrow is a really good weapon to take out these blue statues with. That one has a key. There's a room with rubies to the right that you don't need a key for, but I'm not going to worry about going over there. We can get rubies other ways, so yeah. Kill the bottom statue in this room. There we go. The switch in the upper left is the one that you need here. So let's go ahead and step on that. Just a couple more rooms left to this dungeon. There we go. Got that guy, and 2 arrows for the red statues. We got bombs now. Alright, get both of these guys dead. We'll go ahead and get some arrows from these pots. There are 10 arrows and a heart on this side too over here. Okay, time for the boss, which is 6 statues that dance around in circles and line up. They go into various formations, but whatever the case, I always get over here on the right side and just shoot arrows like crazy. Each statue takes 3 arrows to defeat. Once you get down to one statue, it turns red and starts hopping and trying to slam down on you. I personally find that last red statue to be easier than the blue ones myself, but whatever. We got the first pendant. You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Sahasrara. 2 pendants remain. That name is kind of weird to say, Sahasrara. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway, the sage of the village, the elder or whatever. Anyway, we're headed there now to talk to him so we can get our next item that's required for this quest. Here we go. You are correct, young man. I am Sahasrara, the village elder and a descendant of the 7 wise men. What? Red, I'm surprised a young man like you is looking for the sword of evil's bane. Not just anyone can use that sword. According to the tales handed down by the Hylia, only the hero who has destroyed 3 great evils and won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. I see I've acquired the Pendant of Courage. I will tell you about the legend behind it. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the great war against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Red, I believe you should get the remaining pendants, and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. He gives you the Pegasus shoes. Now you can execute a devastating dash attack. A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it. Gotcha. Go ahead and dash into this wall. There we go. Don't know why I didn't crack open the first time. And here we get some rubies, 100 of them, and 3 bombs. Alright. Our next destination will be the Kakariko village, where we will get our next item required for this quest, which is the Book of Madore. You have to have the Book of Madore in order to enter the second dungeon, and you also need it in order to get a couple of items that are required for the quest. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Shouldn't take us but just a minute to get there. The Pegasus boots take a moment to start up, but once they do start up, you get going pretty quickly. And you can pretty much just run right through enemies, no problem. So that's always nice. We're just about back to the village. There are a couple other things you can do in the village. If you're playing normally, there's 3 heart pieces for you to get there. There's a shop if you want to buy some stuff. There's a gambling game. Quite a few things to do in the village, but I'm only here to get the Book of Madore, which is in the library right here. We'll go ahead and dash into this bookshelf right here. There we go. You found the Book of Madore. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylia. Hylia, however you want to pronounce it. We are now headed towards the second dungeon. We're probably going to make a stop at our house to recover health if we need it. Whatever the case, let's just keep on heading over there. We live right by the village. He thought he had me with that arrow. What a fool. Alright, we're now back at our house. Let's go ahead and defeat these soldiers. Stupid. Okay, well, we lost a heart. Let's see if there's any hearts in these bushes. Nope, we've got a couple of dollars, though. A couple of rubies, whatever, a few of them. Well, that is it for this part.